So a lot of leaks and rumors suggested that the new iPhone SE 4 will be based on iPhone XR. And I do not have any problem with that. I mean, the design might look pretty old and outdated in 2023, which is next year when the next iPhone SE model will be launched. But I believe if it is priced well and it comes with the latest chipset, I think that it will still going to be a great device to have. But there are some recent rumors that are suggesting that instead of iPhone XR, Apple will be going with iPhone 13 mini's form factor for iPhone SE 4. How cool is that? So there's this Twitter account which does not have a great track record FYI, but according to them, iPhone SE 4 will be based on iPhone 13 mini's form factor. Now, that makes a lot of sense. Why? Just hear me out. Well, I believe that the consumers who wanted a smaller form factor were still paying a flagship price for them. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is the single reason why iPhone 13 minis and 12 minis didn't had great sales figure. But in US, once the iPhone 12 mini hit the refurb store, the sales took off and the stocks were out in less than a day. Because $450 for a device that is offering a flagship performance even till this date is still a great deal to have. And yet another reason why I believe iPhone SE 4 will be based on iPhone 13 mini's form factor is because SE models are based on devices that are still in production line. If you notice, SE1 was launched when Apple was still offering iPhone 5s. Similarly, if you would notice, SE2 was launched when Apple was still offering iPhone 8. And even when Apple launched the iPhone SE3, the iPhone SE2 was still on sales. So I believe Apple will take a design that's already in circulation for the SE4, and that is iPhone 13 mini, instead of going for a 3-4-year-old iPhone XR. Now, iPhone 13 mini offered a lot of great features that made it $729 when it was launched. And Apple will remove some of its great features in order to make it SE. So I believe there will be a single camera on the rear instead of dual. And that too, I believe, is going to have a slightly downgraded sensor, maybe similar to what XR had. And same could go for front. I highly doubt that Apple is going to offer OLED on a SE. You see, in order to make it cheaper, Apple will offer LCD instead of OLED in the SE4 model. So Mark Gurman's report suggests that SE4 will retain the Touch ID, but instead of home button, it will now be mounted on the power button. But that makes me question, if Apple is going to offer the Touch ID on the power button, then what will be the use of notch that places the Face ID? So I'm not very sure how Apple will operate on this, whether they will be providing Touch ID and Face ID together in a device. If they do, then that will ultimately make the device much more costlier, which they might not want to do since it is an SE. So that is it for this one. These are the leaks and rumors about the SE4 that have surfaced the internet so far. These are definitely getting a lot more interesting than they were few months ago. And yeah, I do believe I am pretty much interested in SE4 at this point. So if you liked what you watched, then make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and make sure to download the iGeeks blog app from the App Store if you like to stay updated with everything Apple. This is me, Yash, signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.